Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. It's Friday. Hallelujah. Yay. Made it to Friday. Somehow. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoying your Friday. I got my stuff backwards here on the desk. I don't have a... Has anything happened since yesterday? I think there has. Not much has happened since yesterday. I'm trying to think. And that hurts, you know, thinking hurts, so... No, I think it's pretty much still the same. I think we might just get into it. Yeah. I got nothing. So, let's do some stuff. We're trying to set this up yesterday, which we did set up, but the problem that we ran into is not the size of it. It was the fact that we couldn't change color. So it's locked between 0 and 1 for some reason. I don't know why these are locked between 0 and 1. So I think we did this. Then we did a 4 divided by 8. Yeah, then we can do different ones. So we would need to do, you know, just value divided by 8. And then we got our stuff. I don't know why it caps it. You guys also can't see it. Here it caps it. You can't go past this. This doesn't work. I mean, it works, like visually it works, but it doesn't actually. It doesn't actually. If I here by this all works, but I can't go higher than 1. I mean, it's fine. At least this value can be easily modified, which is kind of the whole thing. So now we can go this note or whatever note. But we also need to do is put this note or symbol, I don't know, they're not all notes, but put the symbol on the drums. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. We made it till Friday. It's pretty good. You know, we made it. I mean, we get a little bit further, and then it'll finally be the weekend. Or like most of the way there. You know, I got like what, 5.5 hours ish, and then weekend. All right. Let's go to you. So we need to put the things on here. So what I'm thinking is drum with a symbol. I can on these drums. Also, I can just scale these drums then. That's fine. I'm thinking I can put the sprites. Oh, I guess if I don't use a sprite, I guess. I can either put this as a static, combine it all with a static mesh, but then we won't use sprites, which is fine. Or I put this drum into its own blueprint. And then we can have like the icon always above it, no matter how it's rotated. So if in case it rotates on its side or sideways, it'll always be above. Do I care? Not especially. Let's try something. If I put this here. It's not going to be able to go onto you because you are a sprite material. So it needs to do this as a regular material. Let's maybe set that up. Let's maybe set that up that way. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This is going to be masked. Alpha goes to the opacity mask. We do one of these. In that case, we can still use vertex color, right? I believe. Or custom perimeter data would be better. Custom primitive data will be better. In which case we'll do symbol 1 max 8. We'll do the same thing as we did yesterday. Subtract 1 divided by 8. Swap the out here. There we go. And so if we did this is 1, this is 2. Yep. So now we have this. And now we can just say instance on this. Apply you here. Yeah, so now we would get this. Alright, right? Mm-hmm. So if we did this, scaled it, I'd want to also make this probably emissive. So this would be let's do unlit. I don't need all the other stuff. Well, I guess you know what? For unlit, we can just yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so we have this, and we'd want the same thing on the other side. What? What? Why is it becoming tiny? Okay. So if we put it here, all right, it would be like this, and then I could combine it all into one mesh, and then I can use custom primitive data on it. Yes. Let's put it in the here. Let's just see if it. Only thing is I don't like is why does it have the material here twice? I don't like that. Can I? Oh, why do I have? Go away. You two, you. What if I used merge instead? There we go. Merge does it. We just need to change the pivot here. It's kind of at the bottom. I'm telling you, it's a little bit lower than the bottom, but it's fine. So right now we have this, and now if I add custom primitive data on here, is it not going to work? Is it not going to work because there's multiple materials on it? It's the first material. Oh, wait. I'd actually enable this to be a custom primitive data. Ta-da! It's just a little bit too big. Okay, I need to just slightly tweak the model on this. But this will work. This will so work. Need to slightly tweak these. Let's do 4. X and Y should be 0. Okay, it was just decimal point differences there. And now, are we good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's pretty good. Because the big one is freaking 3, but it fits now relatively well. Okay, let's do a review. I'll recombine this one. Re-add this. That's so good. I'll need to adjust the emission and all that probably on it, but let's go ahead. Why is the movement thing so small? The rotation thing so small. It's fine on you. Why is it so small on you? Like, he's fine. He's scaled 111. This is scaled 111. Why is it smaller here? Odd. I do not have an answer to this. Oh no. There it is. Bye. Okay, so now we can take you, put this with the other drum. Drum with symbol. And then in our blueprint, when we're spawning this thing, we're gonna spawn this guy. And then we also need to expose there a index. Oh, I just realized it's gonna start at 0. So actually, this whole -1 I shouldn't do. I should just do 0. 0 to 7. Mm-hmm. So then here, this index will go through. And here we can go ahead and we can do before all the collision stuff. Set default custom primitive data float. Index 0. Value is going to be get index. And theoretically, this should work. Oh, excellent. Okay. They have their different symbols. Yeah, okay, that's so good. Let's go ahead and it's going to do a multiply. Emissive strength. I don't know, let's do 5. Right, because I want them to kind of really glow. That's a lot better. That's working pretty good. And they're all facing kind of around the same direction, which is good. I don't care that, I don't need them rotated randomly. They're slightly randomized just from the physics, I think. But more or less they're about the same, but I don't care. That is completely fine. So, okay. That works wonderfully. So, what now I need to do is figure out how do I now hit one of them and tell which one I hit. Thank you, Zebra. Thank you. Thank you, Mio. So, let's think about this. I don't need this custom event. So what we need is, I think, EPI combat. And I believe this should trigger. Yes, it does. Okay. So, how do I tell what got hit? Shit. How do I tell what got hit? Because I know this actor got hit, but what component on the actor got hit? Shrug. It's always the small things I don't think about. Oh, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. Bind event to it's not really component of hit. I don't think it's gonna. Well, I'm doing a trace for the actor. I've never actually thought about doing it. I might need to make these not components. Why did I just get a lot of hits? Oh, because I'm touching this, so it's. Yeah, that's not what I'm. I might need to make those drums. Yeah, but I'm not. And I don't really feel like changing up my entire combat system for this one thing. I'm checking actors. Which is fine. But it's part of the regular hit info. I'm not using like default, like I'm not using this stuff, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm just passing through a struct of my information of the attack. And I'm not passing through what part it hit, because it obviously hit this actor. That's all I've cared about. So most likely what I need to do is... here, instead of adding static mesh components, I might need to do just blueprints for them, which is what I was thinking at the end of yesterday. The trace thing hit results can always return an actor's component list. I mean, that's true. Let's see. Maybe I just pass it through very easily. Oh no. No, because that would need to do it for all the projectiles too. It would become a pain. Like, all I'm doing here is just making a list of what is hit. Right? So from there, I'm just looping on that. And yeah, I have the hit component I can grab there. I guess here. Send it through.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
There's the other benefit. The reason I'm not like immediately doing that is because there's a part of me that's like, but if I make it a separate blueprints for the little drums, then I can get what I wanted, which is for them not to be able to fly around, because I can lock them into the axis that I want. Like, it does simplify some things. I think when I do the blueprint thing, I think it might be easier than that. Because then I could just, whenever I hit one of them, I can just do destroy actor. I have the reference to the actor. It'll have like, I can do a event dispatcher to get the value of it. Yeah. I think long term it's better. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, watch it, and like, by the time the next ad break rolls around, I might just be like, oh no, that is the worst thing ever. Why did I always thinking that? Let's go back. By the current moment, I'm thinking that might be simpler. It gives us more control for certain things. Because aside from like certain stuff, I'm never gonna need to know the components. So, new blueprint class. Small, drums with cymbals. This is spawning them at 664. So let's do you. Then I'll give you the default custom primitive value. Okay. Then, on construct, we can do set custom primitive data float. We're gonna go with symbol index. Right, I'm gonna populate this. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm going to just take this drum, copy it, put it in here. So that way all the settings are the same. Right, the copies all over the symbol, all of this. Its physics is turned on. The blocking of the position is on, so it just copies all the stuff. So that's good. Oh, this needs to be plugged in. Okay. So then from here, instead of all of this, because we're not going to need to then do any of this stuff, because it'll just do it all for us. We can do spawn actor from class. The only thing we're going to need to do is get this location. That goes in there. So theoretically, we should have the same drums falling effectively. Let's find out where I'm wrong. Well, I was wrong in the fact that I didn't update the scale, but otherwise, oh, and the mesh. .664 with symbol, bam. Hello, Forrester Night Live. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Encounter problem during the generation of a building when you specify the size of a room no longer than 2x2 but create larger rooms. What? You specify the size of a room no longer than 2x2 but create larger rooms. I'm not understanding. 2x2 just picks a if I recall, it just picks a random point and just makes 2x2 area there. It doesn't do anything about the rest, so the rest, you'd have a room and then a room of everything left over. So yes, everything else is still a room. If that makes sense. If that's what you're talking about. How do they manage to all land on their side? Just... Okay, so... Why is he now underneath? How are these all landing on their side now? What? How is it all? How is it perfectly landing on its side? Did SE have sizes like small ones, but just create 3x5? Again, is a 3x5 just the remaining area? It could be just the remaining area, it just happens to be a 3x5. Also, what do you consider to be 3x5? Is 3x5, you're saying is 3 squares by 5 squares? Is that what you consider to be a 3x5? Because that's not what 3x5 is in terms of that graph. Yeah, that's not what 3x5 is in terms of that graph. 1x2 means it goes out 1 in one direction and 2 in another direction. Start at the center, move out 1, move out 1. That's a 3 wide. 2 up, 2 down. That's a 5 tall. That's a 3x5. It's how much out are you going from the selected points? You're not going to get a 1x2 room. You're going to get, at minimum, a 3x5 square room. Yep, no worries. Yeah, it's just a... For it, the method would not work to do, like, actual, like, 1x2 room. Like, I don't know, I couldn't think of any way of, like, specifying anything that didn't have... Well, I mean, I could figure out ways of doing not, like, equal, but then it already was a mess, and I was like, this is fine. It's not a perfect system, but it gets decent enough procedurally, which is was kind of the thing. How do they keep landing on their side? Like, I want them to be able to like rotate and stuff. Oh, you know what we can do? I know what we can do. We had this, we learned about this yesterday. Physics constraint. Is this one? Yeah. Component name is drum. Oh, even selects it. And then we can go position movement locked except free on Z. And then we can turn off Q. And then rotation will be limited. Twist is free. Swing 1. It's swing like this. So it can only ever rotate 10 degrees is what I want. Let's see if this works. I don't want to unlock rotation fully because I like the little wobble, but I want to just lessen the wobble. Let's see if this works. I learned about that component yesterday. Let's see if it works. Something tells me that didn't work. What? How do I limit the rotation? Okay, if I tell this to be locked, is this even the thing? Because if I do locked and it does this, then I know it's not at least the right setting at all. Okay, it's not the right setting at all. How is this one like a... Okay. So this is the wrong setting. So we're at the wrong place. Okay. So it's not angular limits. If I lock this Z motion, is it not gonna fall? If it still falls, that means this whole thing doesn't work. Okay, good. Those aren't falling. Angular dampening on regular physics factor? Maybe? Does this have... It's possible to break the joint with angular force, angular plasticity. So it's the angular offset between the two frames of reference. I don't understand why angular limits doesn't work at all. Sharp irrigation increases the mass of the parent body for the last iteration of the position and velocity solve phases. This can help soften up the joint chains prone to introducing energy down the change. I have no idea what this means. Let's pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's try one more time. Limited 0. Yeah, so that just fully right into its side. And if I did limited 90. Add physics constraint to the scene. Can be found in multiplanar physics. Well, I did add a physics constraint to this thing. That's what I've been trying to modify. Slip would not work if any of the angular constraints are locked. Maybe I just need to change this thing? just how? How even? How even? I have questions. How do I choose a twist limit? Twist motion. 5. Let's put everything in 5. Maybe that's XYZ. And I'm only been modifying the X, for example. Oh? Oh? Maybe this is XYZ. You guys can't see it very well here. Here. Because this swing 1, swing 2 twist limit. And I've been only modifying the first one because I assumed that was for the first mesh. There's only 2 components they can affect. I don't know. But that was pretty good. Now there we go. Oh, god damn it. Oh, wait. Oh, I had twist at 100 for some reason. No. Hold on. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it was just a typo. It could have been just a typo. The twist was at 100. I don't know how twist would be. That I'm not questioning it. Okay. Where's the big drum? Hey, my good sir, where's the big drum? Did you eat the big drum? What? Here's the shadow of the big drum. Oh, what? Why is the big drum just goes? What the heck is going on? These are now working beautifully. They come down, they stay in the right positions. I can't even move them. Well, what happened to the middle one? Yeah, you through the universe is right. And copy you. Paste you here. Main drum. I'm gonna remove the lock position here. One more time. One more time. Bring me all the drums. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we got all of them with him on the middle drum. And now we can play a musical memory game. And the position of the drums will always be consistent. You'll jump up and then comes crashing down the entire drum setup, always in the consistent location, so you'll eventually remember where everything is. Yeah, pretty good. I'll take that as victory. I'll take the victory. I can take it. Okay. So that's working. So now here, I can do this. Damaged. On you, I need to remove you. Okay. And here we can do a break. And then switch. And if it is going to be, for example, melee or projectile, then we can destroy it. And so we should be able to now destroy the drums. Boom. X, okay. What? Branch is valid. Okay. It's not happy about me destroying it. Fair. Instead of destroying it, I'm going to do a custom event. Triggered. So here it is going to set hidden in game to be true. And it is also going to be set collision response to channel. Well, I guess you just turn off collisions. Before, is that gonna make it fall through the ground? Is physics still gonna be on it? Physics might still be on it, even though it's settled, but we'll just double check. Hey, Marcio, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh, perfect. It will not fall down. Oh, it's because it was, I didn't turn off physics and, okay, yeah, it's fine. Fine, we'll turn off physics. Make it invisible, turn off physics, no collision. And then we'll just... Why you be like this? Why is he like this? Okay. Bam. Bam. Hmm? No errors. And then we can do a delay, let's say 1 second. And then just go to reactor. Trying to learn network replication. Oh, dear God. It's really hard to get clients to all sync up with each other. There's a reason I don't even try to do multiplayer. That is so above me. I've watched a tutorial, like, it's both very simple and I don't understand it at all. Like, I understand, oh, it needs to, like, the client needs to know what the server's doing, the server needs to know what the client's doing, so you just tell the information from one to the other. Like, on a base level, oh, that's it. And then you're like, oh, well, how do you make an ability replicate so everything knows everything? And it's like, I don't know. Oh, dear God says it all. Yeah.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Easy to understand, but nightmare to work in practice. I don't even fully understand it. I don't even fully understand it. Okay, we need a new event dispatcher. Index triggered.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh. Ads time. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm back. Too late now, can't stop sunken cost fallacy? If you go into the ocean and you start swimming, you're typically a certain percent into swimming across the entire world. Do you then continue swimming until you've swam the entire world? Or you did get out, or because you've had enough, or you're like, I'm tired? I think you get out of the water because you're tired and you want to do something else. Because you realize there's no point. You just dipped your toe into this. This is the time to get out. You don't have to keep swimming. You'll eventually drown. But maybe there's a chance of you making it all the way around. But you're definitely not making it easy on yourself. Maybe get a boat first. Good thing you're a fish. Yeah, I ain't no bee. Well, that's good. Catch my dead body in the stomach of a shark not far off the coast. I mean, you think you'll make it that far? That's pretty impressive. Wow, I see how it is. How long is the coast? How long is a coast? I guess how wide, not how long. Only one way to find out. Oh, well, there's two ways. How far away from land does the coast end? Legally, the coast extends to the edge of the country's territorial waters, which is 12 nautical miles or 22.2 kilometers. Okay. So, what is that in freedom units? Okay. That is 13.8 miles. So, how far can an average person swim? A person can swim about 0.6 to 0.9 miles in 30 minutes. So you're looking at about, we'll give you 0.75. So 1.5 miles per hour. So you're 13.8. So you would need to swim about 9 hours non-stop to make it to outside of the coast. Give or take. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, you're not getting out of the coast. Look, I don't know how good you are at swimming, but I don't have high hopes. I would not bet on that. Yeah, you'd freeze to death. You get tired. You just, yeah, there's too many issues. Who was that woman who swam the ocean? In what sense? I do not know about this. Find event to index triggered. So now we'll know what index was triggered. She had the world record or something 5 to 10 years ago? For what? Longest distance or what? She had a team on a boat next to her, but she swam the entire ocean. Let's see. Woman 56 claims record Atlantic swim. What do you mean claims? Hold on. Claims does not say did. It claims. I can claim to do a lot of things. I don't like this word here. An American aged 56. An American aged 56. What is this, like steak? This prime beef aged 2 years. This fine wine aged 5 years. Who talks like this? Who does it? An American aged 56. What is this? Swam the Atlantic after propelling herself across thousands of miles of ocean while inside a 6 meter by 4 meter cage to protect her from sharks. Well, how did she swim if she's Says she took nearly a month to make the crossing from... No. But her business manager admitted yesterday that some days the seas were so stormy, like she had to have take days off. So 19 of 24 days. So yeah, she didn't just swim. She got off the boat. She stopped swimming, took breaks. She like yeah, in that regard, sure. You can go into a swimming pool and just swim laps and just, go out and be like, and over the course of a year, you swam about the length of, however far. Yes, it was literally in the ocean, but like it wasn't continuous. She didn't do it with like, right? I'm not saying this is easy, but the point of making this is this was very much with a big asterisk there in terms of like it wasn't continuous, it was with breaks, very much set up. Still impressive, but okay, big asterisk. You can scrutinize her. You don't think you make it an hour doing that shit? Oh yeah, neither would I. But I feel like I'm saying you. See, I don't know. I don't feel like personally. I would not feel comfortable saying I swam X distance if I swam a little, got on a boat, rested, relaxed, and just start swimming again from that point. Yes, I technically swam across the entire thing, but when I say, like, if you say I swam across the entire lake, you would assume that you swam it in one go. You got off from one side of the lake to the other, you swam the entire distance. It wasn't, you wouldn't think like, oh yeah, I swam like for 5 minutes, and then I got on this like yacht and relaxed, had a drink, and eventually I continued on. It took a while. I got there in the end. It's like a month-long trip, I was expecting one thing and got another. That's all it is. That's all it is. I want to probably do another event dispatcher. Symbol selected. Imagine she did that just for bragging rights. Oh yeah, I saw him cross the entire ocean for people to assume. Well, that's why the title said claims, because depending who you ask, right? It's not the same. And, you know, it's I feel like it would be simpler to saying I bought a Lamborghini, and you assume that means, oh, you literally bought the Lamborghini, you paid it off, you bought it. But when in reality what you really meant is you have a lease and you're paying enough monthly and you took on debt to do it. You're telling you still own it, you still have it. But, right, the expectations of what you said and what it actually was is slightly different. Still impressive, still got the Lamborghini, but I was assuming that you paid it off based on what you said. Like the woman who took a rocket to a high atmosphere, then fell back down, and now considers themselves astronauts. Well, I mean, isn't high atmosphere by definition not space? Also, isn't astronaut doesn't even mean that you have to go to space. Right? It's just define astronaut. A person who is trained to travel in a spacecraft. That's all that means. Trained to travel in a spacecraft. It has nothing to do with going out to space or not. Did they get training to travel in a spacecraft? And that's it. By definition, that's all it is. Okay, I need to do this on the actual character. All I can say is, Katy Perry, I will not call you an astronaut. You did not do something. Was Katy Perry also up there? I haven't heard Katy Perry since, like, college. Does she still make music? I just remember freaking I Kissed a Girl was like, that was like the hit that everyone played everywhere. I remember at one point I was working at I worked retail for a little while, and that song was like playing in the background all the time. Oh, why is it? Okay, what? Yeah, she fell off. You missed out on pop culture. It was a big story online earlier this year. I mean, there's a lot of, like, I don't really care about that kind of stuff, though. That's why I don't really hear about it. Like, I've never been much into, like, pop culture. Like, celebrities and all that stuff. I've never really cared. You know, like, I don't know if, about you guys, but I know, like, growing up, like, a lot of people were like, who's your celebrity crush? You know, that whole thing. I've never understood that. I've never been like, oh yeah, this is my celebrity crush. I'm totally into this person who's old enough to be my mother. No, I have never had that. You know. Because you feel better about your own shit to be able to look at someone else's bigger shit to point and laugh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I totally didn't listen to pretty much any music until like college. So in college, I tried to get into some music stuff, and then that, I mean, never really caught on with me. I remember, oh my god, I remember in college. When I was in college, I was downloading music like everyone else. And I was big into like electronica and house, David Guetta, Benny Benassi, stuff like that. And I had like a bunch of stuff downloaded, a bunch of music. And I think at the time, I was just keeping it all in Windows Media Player, because it had like an album thing. And I remember at one point I was setting up, like I was trying to find pictures to put as album art, and I was doing all of this, and I had like a bunch of different music. And I remember at one point I accidentally pressed something, and every single album of every single song and everything all changed to my first one. Whatever the first one was, it made them all of that. And in my case, this became the cover art of every single song of my entire library, which at that time was hundreds of songs. Because it went off of the first thing in my library and I had one ABBA song or however many ABBA songs at the time, every single thing, every song I had, the cover art was all changed to this. So I don't even remember if I even tried fixing it after. I think I might have tried for a little while and probably gave up. Know what I mean? It doesn't matter. But yeah, everything became ABBA. That's my story. You picture me in 1978 finishing college listening to ABBA. Thanks, Gaguts. Finishing college in 1978. How old would that make me? 46, 47? Something like that? I mean, I think you're being generous on that number then. Knowing you. I want to... Okay. Here's what we do. We make a symbol list. Much older than 46? Uh, 1978? Oh, finished college in 1978. So, yeah, that would mean probably plus 21. So it'll be like 68. Okay. Okay, got it. I didn't do the math for the college. You're right. Sorry. I assumed that I graduated college as a baby because I'm so smart, as you can tell watching me. Not far from the real age? Yeah, you're like plus or minus, 46. Somewhere in that range. So we're gonna have 0, 1, 2, 3. Round 1. I'll do a round 2. Four, 5. Only a real genius would have all his songs cover be ABBA. True. I'm smart. Very smart. College was the best times. I was actually chatting with a buddy from college less than a week ago. It was nice catching up. He currently lives in a large house that he bought in the middle of America with a family and kids And his whole house, that's like 3,000 square feet, costs about as much as the 2-bedroom condo that I hope to one day afford. Life's not fair. Housing sucks. Why do I always want to live around places that are like bigger cities and they're too damn expensive? Okay, so first of all, no more drums, and we have 6 here. It's fine. If we get 0, I want to check if this is equal to this.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I could move where you are. Can you imagine I hang out with sexy Latinas and flex on your friend? I could. I could probably. But I like it here. I don't really want to move again. I like it so much here that if I got myself a condo, I'd want to live in the same building. It probably won't happen, but it doesn't sound like a bad idea to you? Well, you do it, Marcia. You do it, and I'll come after. The thing is, if I got a mansion, I feel like I don't want a mansion. It sounds like it would be a lot of work. Living in a big house, you gotta clean it. A big house only makes sense if you have like kids to do the cleaning for you, because you need free labor. You know, you can't. Slavery's not a thing. So the next best thing is having kids. That's why people have big houses and kids, so that the kids can clean, right? I'm pretty sure that's why you have kids. I don't know any other reason, so. Excuse me? Oh. no, this is linked. What's the problem here? Hmm? You're too much a perfectionist. That's why you gotta go kidless. Oh, there you go. Now it works. Okay, odd. I guess I need to just compile. If you want something done right, you'll have to do it yourself. What if instead you teach your kid to do it perfectly, and then you would be optimizing how much stuff you can do? I mean, I see that, but I do not want kids, right? I just want to clear something up. Under no circumstances do I want any kids. That's our list. So 4, theoretically, is this one. False. Okay, that was not 4. Oh, because it starts at 0. So 2 is this one. No. Is it? Okay, well, that was correct. What? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, 0, 1, 2. So, is 0 not this? No. Is this 0? And then this would be 2? Oh, well, now it's supposed to... That's 4. So this is 3. Can we just, instead of this, print text, format text, hit index, or yes, expected oh, I'm getting 0 all the time. Yeah, that's I'm the problem. What's the participation reward for failing? A slap to the face? I see a prime problem. Selected index. So this is probably going to work now. Maybe. Oh, I didn't. I was looking at the cool shadows and I didn't freaking grab the print string. Jump. Jump. Damn it. Where is he? He's very far in the ground. Okay. Congrats, no hit boss fight. The problem is he doesn't die. I don't have like a death zone below. So what? Why is he? Why is he just... Okay. He's fine now. He's fine. I don't like it. I don't like the inconsistency. You do your thing. If it's fine now, we continue. Okay. Where's my... Okay. So, we have 310524, okay? So this, I think, is 3. Hit 3, expected 4. But it says 3. Hit 1, expected 2. But I do the increment here. I understand that it would get the wrong expected if I did this after. I mean before, but yeah, the first one is 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Hit 4, expected 5. Why is expected +1? Why is expected 1 higher? Am I crazy? I mean, I probably am crazy, but 452. It should be here. Yeah, why is it expected 1? It starts at the bottom as that was the first string it printed.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Thanks, Marcio. Thank God it's Friday, huh? Oh, thank God it's Friday, huh? One 54023. One. Look at that. Oh, that was the wrong one. Yeah, this was 5 because it starts at 0. 5 4. Yeah. Then we have 0, which is a little bit here, and then we have 2. Oh, that was 2. It doesn't matter. We'll have the icons above his head. It works. Problem is always between keyboard and the chair. Okay. So that works. What we want to do though is check that this is equal to this. By the way, regarding the title of the stream, I might have found the pineapple and pizza of game dev. It's to do with my question that I freaking put out about using a not to always make it true or not. Like if you only have one output and the output would have been false on a just default branch, would you put a not to make it true? And I feel like it's the pineapple and pizza scenario where everyone's divided and everyone's very much a one camp or the other camp. Well, actually, no. I think it's actually more accurate to the pineapple and pizza, which is the people who eat pineapple and pizza are like, it's fine, whatever. And then the other people are like, no, must never, under any circumstances. And I feel like that's what I found in the comments. And also, dear God, so many comments. I was actually worried about not being able to keep up with the comments. I was like, did I mess up? Should I not have asked this question? So we increase the index, and if the index is greater or equal to, No, it's greater. To the last index here. Unbind event symbol selected. When the engagement hits a little too hard, yeah. No, it really did. It hit. Like, it was the first time I've ever been like, because if I go to the short, the whole not Boolean thing, and I go to comments, I guess I go to, there's really only 24 comments? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. It's only 8? But I guess there were like people replying also, like multiple. I think they just all came at once. I think I just was thrown off because they all came at once. Because at one point I actually because I don't get notified on every single reply anymore. And so at one point I just saw 9+ on my notifications. And I was like, what? I've never seen that one before. I guess I don't need to unbind it if I just destroy it. Just in case I'm going to unbind it. But if we fail... If we fail here... we'll do a print string failure. Okay, so let's see. To the sky! Failure. Good. Okay. Now let's get the success. Where is he? I need to do something different. I'm already noticing. We'll fix that later. Excuse me? How in the world did you move to here? Excuse me? Guys, I have questions. I have questions, I'm not getting answers. Okay. We have 5, 0, 4, 2, 3, 1. Success, and then he drops down. Okay. So, that is working. The physics can be super funky sometimes, so easy to break it. Yeah, it seems like it. We'll figure something out. So now on a failure, I need to spawn the missing notes and start again. Or I just destroy all of the notes and then they all spawn. If I mess up. So here, let's make a custom, let's make a new function probably. No, I don't think I need to. I think I just need to make a list of all of them here. You store all these. Run the variable. This is going to be drums. Make this an array. Or you get ads for the missed notes. Ads as like mobs? Welcome in, Achilles. Welcome in. So we have all of these. Then we can do a function that goes over them and destroys them. And then we need to do a new one that is just this. So we'll do a custom event here. Spawn drums. And then we can do one that is going to be destroy drums. It's gonna go on all of these. Reverse for each loop. Destroy actor. And then I don't think I need to do a reverse on this one, but I'll do a reverse. And then I'm going to go ahead and clear. And then after the clear, it goes ahead and spawn drums. And instead of destroy drums, this is going to be respawn drums. So then here, when it fails, I really need this as a variable. Drum memory game reference. Because I'm tired of dragging this everywhere, and there's really no reason to. There we go. Hey, Sir, man, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And failure, respawn drops. Do you want to delay before the spawn, though? Nope. I think it should be fine.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
I mean, they did spawn. I'm gonna drink. I'll be right back. I'm a thirsty boy today. He started making a grid-based battle system like South Park, the fractured but whole game. And sure, there are others like it, but it's like a chessboard. I don't think I've played that one, but the Stick of Truth was amazing. What happened to games? Why? That was such a good game. Games these days are not like that anymore. These are from AAA publishers. Access none, trying to read. What? Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so we'll need to give it a slight delay. Stick of Truth was epic. When you threw your farts, I mean, it was so good. You haven't played the first, but the second one is for free on Game Pass? Well, it's not only free if you're paying for Game Pass, but I get what you mean. So, why did it not do what I want? Hmm? Yeah, it's not a location of the spring arm. Oh. Wait. Oh, here. It's a relative rotation. So it's setting it. What? What's the problem? What's the problem? What? After a printed failure, it should have printed all the degrees. 0, 120, 180. No, it did. So what's the problem? Huh. It's setting the rotation. Is the draw a debug sphere at this location, please. 5 seconds. I don't know, 1 second thickness is fine. You finished painting today. The rest of the house is done right, but in the living room, you just covered up all the items and couch and painted the walls without moving anything. So if it gets moved in the furniture, there will be a shadow of the object. You're working on weekend? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but have a good night. Get some rest, get some sleep. Hope you have a nice, relaxing night. There's all our spots. They're in the right place. And when I do this, they're not there. What? If it's the same function. I'm writing the same function twice. But why? Radius 300. Yeah, got a color on them. Got the notes of the colors. But now we're trying to set up the respawning on them. Okay, they're all there. They're all 0, 0, 0. Well, so that's why it drops there. But why is it 0, 0, 0? Why is this breaking? Get target arm length. Is the arm length getting different? Like, what's going on? Okay, 1,000. Yeah, that's all correct. It's still 1,000. Isn't he a small delay? Well, no, but then why would it be fine at the beginning here? Right, this first step would not be fine either. It's running from the same function. Can you please do this already? Thank you. All right, it's all 1,000. It's still all 1,000. Huh. So the arm length is correct. Hmm. But why? Was the effect supposed to do the same thing it did in the first round, right? All the barrels appear around, right? They all appear around, which is great. And when we do this, they're all supposed to appear around again. But for some reason, X and Y does not get set. Can you pull the main function? That it's all set up in the main function. What do you mean? Where we're putting all the code right now is the main function. All right, 500, negative 500, right? All those values correct. 0, 0, 0. So for some reason, this information is not correct. I don't know why the spring arm get socket location does not work. Even though the spring arm is still there, the length is still there, its rotation is still there, but it just gives up getting this information. Why? Okay, fine. If it doesn't want to do that, we'll do it the other way. Spawn point. Why is it negative? It doesn't really matter. Get actor or get relative location. Kill all of this. Let's do this. Get rid of that. Get relative location. We're not using this one anymore, but I'll fix it anyway. X and Y set to 0? They're not set to 0. I'm adding 0. That's an add node. I'm adding 0. Oh, I see. That's why I was doing okay, we need to do I got the problem. Get world location. Subtract. Get actor location. To get it to make it a relative that I need. Yeah, this is an add down, see. Yeah, then it'll actually do it this way then. I was using the spring arm because I could get the value easily, but that seems to not work, so let's try this. And this works. There you go. It's a problem with on trace attack. Oh, it's the same problem I ran into before. Or if I destroy it, it's just not happy with it. Even though I have is valid checks. Even though I have is valid checks, it still complains about something and cannot pinpoint the problem. Okay, so what I would need to do is instead for the respawn drums, set actor hit in game. Well, actually, I'll set this up on as a function on these guys. So custom event. Destroy drum. They feel natural but big and heavy. Good. Is valid doesn't work for something. For some reason, somehow, and I could not figure out why, somewhere in here, and it won't tell me where, there's a problem. And I'll show you. So my attack does multi-trace, right? And if I destroy one of the drums, and while it's attacking, basically, right, if I destroy this drum and I press escape, you see this. Access none trying to read real property, break hit result hit actor. So that means it's from a break hit result. And then it tells me branch is valid on trace attack. So I know where it is. It's somewhere here. But everywhere I have a break hit result, hit actor, I do is valid. Right? I have it is valid check everywhere where I'm doing any kind of hit actor thing. So I have no idea where this invalid thing is coming from. It won't show me like a specific, it tells me this is, whatever this is not valid. But then if it's not valid, it should just say in not valid and never do anything past it. So I don't understand the problem. We have a valid check for this reason. If it's not valid, you don't do anything. And then you continue on. So I don't know. Print string that is valid false results. I already printed it. It never goes there. It's always valid. Yeah, I've gone through that already. So I don't know. Which is why what we're gonna do is do this. I'll collapse this to a function. Disable collisions. And then delay, I don't know, half a second. Destroy actor. And you just skip one of those is valids for the error to disappear. I have no idea. No, I originally didn't have the is valid checks and it threw the error. Then I added the is valid checks and it still threw the error. The problem is, I think the fact that I'm running this on the same frame that it's destroying. So because it's happening, and somehow it's probably making it past. No, even that scenario doesn't make sense because again, it did the check. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, this will fix the problem. That's why I need the slight delay. Yeah, that's why we're adding basically a slight delay to the destroy. I'm turning off the collisions, right? Making it invisible. And then it gets destroyed as an invisible thing that doesn't have any collisions. And then there's a delay until next frame if you need it, Sermon. Right? No errors. Yeah. See, that's the solution. I don't know why, but I don't run into this issue with any of my other stuff because all the characters do not just disappear on death. Yeah, Sermon, there's a delay until next tick. If you need like basically a frame of delay, this is a great node. Okay, so now we have a system to restart the drums if we get them wrong. But if we get them all right, it should be fine. So, one more time. Failure. We also need to re-randomize his values. Randomize symbol order. You've never used anything under 0.1? Delay until next tick is an amazing node that fixes so many problems. Because a lot of times, if you are spawning something that needs to, like you're also giving information to that needs to generate, and then you want to do something with it, you cannot do something sometimes on that tick, on that frame, because it's still generating. So you want to delay until next tick. Once it's finished generating on the next frame, then you do something with it. So I use that quite a bit. I even use that specifically on the player when the player is possessed, I believe. Not possessed. There's a place I was doing it. I guess I'm not doing that anymore here. There's a place where either a player or somewhere else where I was doing like just adding a single tick of delay to let it basically load in. The reason I'm not doing a tick delay here is because some attacks are all longer than a tick. Using that for AI a lot. There you go. Used to watch a lot of tutorials. You're not sure what country the people were from, but they said not instead of 0 a lot. So they would say, oh, like not 0.01. Yeah, not 0.0, not 0.1. I'm not sure. But they're definitely not from America. That's the UK, etc. Man, delegating the rest of all the countries to just etc. They're not even worthy of being named. There we go. So now it's regenerating it. So if we go off of the order now, so if this is now 0, we have 1, 4, 2, 3, 0, 5. Bam. Success. And at this point, he should come down and probably get stunned for a little while. We'll do that later. But that's working. Awesome. Everywhere except the US. I have not heard not pretty much ever, but I'm from America. It always makes you think 0 is not a number. I mean, it is a number. You know what I hate that's similar to that? Black is not a color. I hate black, the whole black is not a color thing. It's like a hue, or not a hue, it's a value, or what would people call it?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
The absence of light and color. Yeah, I can make black paint with all the colors as well. Yeah. Like yeah, the whole, definition. Black is certainly not a color. It is the absence of light. I don't care. I can... Is the absence of color not a color? If there's only, there's no blue and red and green are all absence of color, right? No, it's just black. So it's also color. And at what point, how close to pure black can you get and still it being a color? What if my my RGB values are minuscule? To the point where visually it looks black, but technically it has some colors. So what am I? If I use 0.01 in RGB, is that now white? Is my favorite color white? You mean IRL or just digital? No, I was talking about just the general thing where people just always say, what's your favorite color? Black. Black is not a color. I don't care. I grew up doing fine art. Mix all the colors, you get black. I mean, typically you usually get brown a lot of times, but still. How come black is in color? By people's definition, it is the absence of light and color. That's what black is, which I just disagree. But wouldn't that still be a color? I don't know. It's if you combine... Yeah, it's not an absence of a color. I don't know. So your phone screen is sucking in light when it's off. Color equals light not being reflected. Yes. So Tilly, the thing has all colors because it's absorbing all of them. So it's actually a rainbow. Black is a rainbow confirmed. Thank you, Guts. I'm glad we're in the same place. Oxford agrees it is a color. Really? Where do you? Where do you see that? Something is red, which means is reflecting all the color but red, which means everything that we see as red is everything but red. Yes, can confirm. That is how color works in the world. So with that logic, yes, black meaning if it shows up as black, that means it has all the colors, so it reflects none of it. So it is the most beautiful color. It is the one that is everything. Earth is a light green, so it reflects it back to the sun. Get out of here, green. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I want to do the stun thing on a successful and a success. Add a gameplay tag. Stunned. Remove a gameplay tag, stunned. And then we do a just go copy it. It'll be easier. Let's give me easier if I remember where it is. Yeah, here it is. Then we'll say is stunned for, I don't know, 3 seconds. And then call special attack done. Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It makes you think though for other plants, we associate green-blue plants as being more habitable, but if it's just color spectrum difference, and with the existence of white and red dwarf stars, do other plants appear differently? And we're just not accounting for that. I mean, yeah, absolutely. It probably is there. He was here as an issue. What's wrong? It's a shade. It's defined. Yeah, I think that's the term everyone uses. It's black is a shade. It's not a color. Okay, here we go. So if we put this combo in, so we should have 0. So this will be 2, 3, 5, 1, 0. And then the last one, he falls down, he gets stunned. I mean, he does it again because combo, but what's going on here? Why is he not taking that? Why is he taking no damage? It's Friday game, my dude. Haven't dev'd all week. That's not good. Not you. Okay, so he's just not taking damage in that level for some reason. Okay. Why? Why is he not taking damage in this level? He's not taking any damage here. That's so odd. Okay, well, either way, we know it works. We know the success part works. Well, how is he again? I'm going to need to rework this. Him dropping onto that thing. Did I make him invulnerable while drumming? He shouldn't be, no? I don't think so. I don't think anything here should be making him invulnerable. Well, no, I know he's not invulnerable because if he does the same thing in this level, then he takes damage. The only difference is the level. I don't know. Is this? Do I need to set the current dungeon? I probably need to set the current dungeon level. Hold on. This is such a dangerous thing to put as an option for a level blueprint. Just tick always in this level. No, even that wasn't it. Huh. Huh. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why he doesn't take damage in this level, but he takes damage in another level. The only thing I could have thought of was it was the level instance, or this maybe, but that's just me stopping me from attacking. And now with that, I can attack without having to do other stuff. Odd. I don't think it's a... Oh, you know, hold on. Let me try this. I bet you that's it. Yeah, I think that's a good place. God damn it. What I do? I had 2 of them in the level. One to the side on a podium for later testing. The health bar I was seeing was off of that one. So when I hit the one that I was hitting, the health bar didn't change because we were seeing the health bar of the other one. Guys, you can make a game. Just look at me. Look how stupid I am. If I can make this, you can make a game. Okay? Just... Zero 1 Super Pixel? Yeah, because someone redeemed it on Twitch. The speed at which you go? I mean, I'm slow as hell. Because I'm streaming and chatting with you guys, so I'm very slow. But... So don't worry. You'll be faster. When blurry, the pictures looked fine in the background. I guess it's already blurry. It's fine. But I hope you all have a lovely weekend. It's Friday. It's awesome. BCGEX tutorial showing off some awesome filters, splines, and some cool stuff coming for Sunday. You know, you can create some really cool stuff very easily using some of the stuff I'll show. So, and I know some of the stuff was like things that people have asked of me, which is how do you like select just a little bit like contours? Selecting contours of our shape is so easy. So yeah, I'll be showing like cool stuff to make a pretty cool design. So time to play some Battlefield 6. Nice. I'll probably play some more Expedition 33 this weekend. Probably Sunday, which is when I'll have time. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.